A strange noise. Emma was a quiet girl who lived in a small apartment in a calm neighborhood. She liked simple things. Every night she drank warm tea, read a short story, and then went to bed at the same time. Her life was peaceful, and she liked it that way. One night, everything felt normal at first. Emma prepared her tea, sat on her bed, and started reading a book. The wind was blowing softly outside, and the street was silent. After some time, she closed her book and turned off the light. She lay down and closed her eyes. A few minutes later, she heard a strange sound. It was a soft noise, like something moving slowly. Emma opened her eyes and stayed very still. She listened carefully. The sound came again. It was coming from the living room. She said it was probably nothing. Maybe it was the wind. Maybe something fell outside. She tried to relax and close her eyes again. But then, the sound came one more time. This time it was clearer. It sounded like something touching the floor. Emma sat up in her bed. Her heart started beating faster. She said to herself that she needed to check. She could not sleep like this. She slowly stood up and turned on the small lamp next to her bed. The room was now filled with a soft yellow light. Everything looked normal. Still, the sound made her feel uneasy. She walked quietly to her bedroom door. She opened it very slowly and looked into the dark hallway. The living room was at the end of the hallway, and it was completely dark. She said it could be a thief. This thought made her nervous. She took a deep breath and said she needed to be brave. She stepped into the hallway and walked slowly. Each step made a small sound on the wooden floor. Then she heard it again, a light movement. Something was definitely there. Emma stopped walking. She looked around but saw nothing. The darkness made it hard to see. She said she should turn on the light, but she was also afraid to move too fast. She continued walking and reached the living room. Her hand slowly moved to the wall, searching for the light switch. Before she could find it, she heard something near the window. A small, quick sound. Emma quickly turned on the light. The room became bright, but nothing seemed out of place. The table was clean. The chairs were in their places. The window was closed. She said this was strange. She walked to the window and checked it. It was locked. She looked outside. The street was empty. Then she turned around. And again, she heard it. This time, it came from the kitchen. Emma felt a cold feeling in her body. She said maybe she should call someone, but it was very late. She did not want to wake anyone up for nothing. She decided to check the kitchen. Step by step, she moved closer. The kitchen door was slightly open. She said she was sure she closed it before. Her hand touched the door, and she slowly pushed it. The door made a soft sound. Inside, the kitchen looked normal at first. The light from the living room reached inside a little, but then she saw something move, very fast, near the table. Emma stepped back quickly. Her heart was beating very fast now. She said it was definitely something alive. She looked around and found a long stick near the wall. She picked it up. She said she would use it if she needed to protect herself. She slowly walked into the kitchen. The air felt heavy. Everything was silent again. She looked under the table. Nothing. She looked near the chairs. Nothing. Then she heard a small sound again. This time, it came from behind the fridge. Emma moved slowly toward the fridge. She held the stick tightly. She said she was ready. She leaned forward and looked behind it. And suddenly, a small animal jumped out. Emma screamed and stepped back quickly. The stick fell from her hand. The animal ran across the kitchen and stopped near the door. Emma looked carefully. It was a cat, a small gray cat. She said she could not believe it. The cat looked at her calmly, as if nothing was wrong. Its eyes were bright, and it did not seem afraid. Emma slowly relaxed. Her heart was still beating fast, but she started to feel better. She said the cat must have entered the house somehow. She looked around again and noticed the kitchen window was slightly open. She said that must be how the cat came inside. Then she remembered something. Her neighbor had a gray cat. She said this must be her neighbor's cat. The cat walked slowly toward her and sat down. It looked tired but comfortable. Emma smiled a little. She said she was scared for nothing. She opened the window and gently helped the cat go outside. The cat jumped out easily and disappeared into the night. Emma closed the window and checked everything again. This time, the house was completely silent. She went back to her bedroom. She lay down and closed her eyes. She said it was just a cat, but still. She left the light on that night.